Hello everyone and welcome back to WWE 13 Universe. I'm your host Jitch and you're watching ECW on Tuesday nights. And there is the new, unofficial ECW World Heavyweight Champion. I mentioned this before, Monday night on Raw, on commentary. We've been waiting for this moment tonight. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding what happened last week. Technically, JBL did defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin. He did pin him. He did win the ECW World Heavyweight Championship with a lot of help from a double cross from the ECW World Tag Team Champions, W.M.D. I don't really know what's going on here. He's got a big smile on his face as he comes to the ring tonight. And it kind of makes me feel a little bit sickened. All I know for certain is JBL should not be wearing that title, in my personal opinion. But he is out here to address that tonight. And with a smile like that, I dread to think what he's got to say. Welcome everyone to what I promise to be the beginning of the greatest era of ECW. No, professional wrestling as a whole that you will ever see. The era of the wrestling god, John Bradshaw Layfield. Now, I understand that my victory over Stone Cold last week was a little controversial to a few of those in the back, namely our general manager, Mick Foley. And let me ask you something, Mick. What the hell have you done to this brand? Me, Ken, and Sho, we're gonna save this brand, Mick. We're gonna save it from you. Oh. Here comes the boss. JBL, I gotta tell you, brother, that title around your waist looks more out of place than my brother Brodus Clay when he doesn't have a couple of fine ladies grooving to his left and to his right. Now I know you know that we all know that you ain't the real ECW champion, brother. So why don't you hand it over to the dudester so I don't have to book you into something you'll regret. Something I'll regret, Mick? Look at yourself. You're a joke. This whole damn show is a joke. The tag division has fallen apart. You're an active competitor on your own damn show, Mick. And this split personality shtick, get it together. It's embarrassing. But you know what would be more embarrassing? You actually trying to follow through on that threat, Mick. I'll tell you what. Tonight, you bring your most deadly persona to this ring, and I'll gladly hand you this title if you can beat me in a last man standing match. But if you lose, Mick, you have to stand down as general manager and hand ECW over to the one real wrestling god. Well, I tried to warn you, buddy, but Cactus Jack, he's gonna hurt you. Bang, bang. Whoa. The main event is on tonight. Cactus Jack and JBL in a last man standing match. Okay, sorry for the no commentary during the entrances. If you'll recall on Raw, I kept talking about how the delivery coming. It came. I'm actually recording this right after Raw. This has been a very, 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 very crucial episode of ECW I've been wanting to do for a long time. So, I was just like, yes, I'm going to get straight down to it. And oh, my back is killing. I've run up and down the stairs so many times. Our delivery people, it was groceries. They never bring them up the stairs. So I have to, like, fucking run? Anyway, right, I'm gonna start going back to commentary mode. So, Mick Foley's two tag team partners, Chainsaw Charlie and Brodus Clay. Of course, Brodus Clay, the friend of the Dude Love persona, whilst Chainsaw Charlie is a tag team partner of the Cactus Jack persona. They are teaming up here tonight to deal with, the double-crossing duo of Big Show and Ken Shamrock, two guys that aligned themselves with JBL. We don't really know what this is all about. JBL says that the three of them are saving ECW. They are apparently here to rescue it from what it has been. And, you know, JBL makes a point of mentioning all the double crosses. He's not wrong. I mean, a lot of the tag teams here on ECW, they have fallen apart before our very eyes. That is no word of a lie from JBL. I must give credit where credit is due. I don't like where this is going. I don't trust this man for a second, but no, he is right. I mean, the tag team division has fallen apart. In fact, tonight, you know, we got 2 back-to-back matches between former tag team partners coming your way. And I think like it just says it all. Right, head scissors there by Ken Shamrock as he goes in for the cover here. Not able to get the job done on Chainsaw Charlie. I tell you, this combination of Shamrock and Big Show, they are deadly. Especially when Shamrock will just throw Big Show on people like that. Uh-oh. The W.M.D. are a hell of a team to be reckoned with. And if they're really ushering in some kind of new era here on ECW with JBL, I mean, you couldn't have picked 2 better guys to have as your cronies, I'll put it that way. JBL, you know, whether you like him or hate him, he is a master businessman, and it shows. Chainsaw Charlie just getting hammered by the Big Show right now. We haven't seen the Big Show against the fans. Fans booing Big Show since around the time that he was teaming with Chris Jericho. Coming on 2 years ago. Big Show slow to go over to the corner as he makes the tag to Ken Shamrock. Whipped him into that corner. Uh-oh. Ken Shamrock going to that deadly place. Look out, Brodus. Here you go. The sleeper hold. And the rope break. Cool. Well, this one continues. And there's some classic Shamrock. We got ourselves a very unique situation tonight. The very fate of ECW could shift tonight. It already has. We got JBL as our ECW World Heavyweight Champion, apparently. And then, oh, look at that. He does that so expertly for someone the size of Ken Shamrock. And Big Show. Uh-oh. Brodus Clay up to his feet, and he's going to be flat on his back because the W.M.D. punch connects on Brodus Clay, and Big Show just dragging that carcass of Brodus Clay across the ring. Here's the cover. Chainsaw Charlie hesitated. He realized it wasn't even worth it, and he just kind of let that one go. Wow. Well, I tell you, I don't know what the future holds for ECW after tonight, especially if JBL does defeat Cactus Jack in that last man standing match. I mean, Mick Foley could be a 2-time ECW champion. Will he recognize it as a title change if he wins it? That's the question. Or will he simply take it back and give it to Austin? I've been told that Austin is not here tonight for ECW. But WMD laying waste to Brodus Clay and Chainsaw Charlie to kick things off. Well, here comes a man with a very questionable intent. I don't know what he was thinking last week. You can't help but feel he's going to pay the price tonight. Last week, David Otunga turned his back on Tensai, a man that he personally recruited to form the team of Law and Order. With David Otunga, I actually managed to get a hold of this man and ask him why he would turn his back on Tensai. He said, why have a combination of brains and brawn in a tag team when you can have it in the most perfect man you'll ever see? And of course, he's talking about himself. David Otunga's ego clearly took control of the situation and took over in that moment. He seems to not regret it at all, and he seems to think he's ready for what he's about to face. We shall see. Tensai, a strong fan favorite, known for his traditional garb, his brute style of wrestling. A one-of-a-kind competitor, a monster in the ring. David Otunga could have had it all, man. He had such a great tag team partner to just throw away like that. I think it'll be a long time till we see this guy teaming up with anyone again. Well, the future seems bright for Tensai. If you ask me personally, I think he's going to bounce back from this loss. I mean, this partner loss, not this loss. He hasn't lost a match. But I feel like he's going to bounce back from that very well. I feel like the future is incredibly bright for Tensai. Nothing's going to change, really, in that regard, in my personal opinion, anyway. I think this guy is extremely gifted. And I think David Otunga is about to find out firsthand why you don't turn your back on someone like Tensai. Well, it's no surprise to see the way that this one kicked off. David Otunga getting flattened in the corner here. He could have had so much out of this man. This could have been a dream team for the ages. They were popular. They had a good thing going. But David Otunga, he went and threw it all away. And I hope that is a decision that he is able to live with. Truthfully, I don't think he liked being outshined. And oh boy, look at that choke bomb there by Tensai. And he is not wasting any time laying waste to his former tag team partner as the success continues for Tensai. I gotta think this one's over. This is it right here. The misted claw. And then the leg sweep driving him down. There it is. Claw on the face of David Otunga. Just delivered to perfection. And here's the cover. It's over. Back to your losing ways, eh, David? I don't know what this guy was thinking. I don't know why he threw this team away. I just don't get it. I guess it's a fade to irrelevance for David Otunga as the uprising of Tensai resumes. Well, I don't think he's going to be missing him for very long. Tensai with a defiant victory here tonight. As we move forward, our next match, another set of former tag team partners. It's official. They can't stand each other anymore. And Cara and Santino Marella will face off once more in an Unforgiven rematch next. Well, in Unforgiven, it was Santino Marella who picked up a win. He then immediately went back to his losing ways the very next night. Sin Cara insists that Santino Marella got lucky at Unforgiven and that history will not repeat itself in a rematch. Santino, he right back, I think.
Approaching the ring from Calabria, Italy, weighing 233 pounds, Santino Marella.
Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna carry this on. I'm gonna have to be a little bit quick with it, which kind of is fine. To be honest, when you look at a lot of the match card, it's a lot of these matches were intended to not be particularly long, so to speak. But we've got Santino, Marella, and Sin Cara once again here on ECW one-on-one. Another team that has suffered an untimely demise, to say the least. The last time these two faced off, it was Santino Marella who came up with the victory at Unforgiven. So if Sin Cara wins tonight, it'll be 1-for-1 on the record books between the two biggest losers of ECW's history. Just gonna make sure this is still recording. It is. Okay. But real back and forth competition so far between these two. Very similar to that of their Unforgiven showdown, as a matter of fact. Santino Marella coming straight up to Sin Cara, and Sin Cara throwing him there. That was a unique move. Can't wait until we never get this lighting again. Really never understood the point of it. Side suplex takes him down. Oh, nice reversal there by Santino as he punches the floor. Santino definitely seems to be getting a little bit more dominated by Sin Cara. Hopefully we won't see an appearance from David Otunga this time. I really do feel like that guy needs to step out of the limelight occasionally. Let some of the other superstars of the show do their work. Great moves here by Sin Cara as he really takes control of Santino Marella. That arm-based offense setting up for his weird flippy armbar thing that never wins anything. Drops him dead center of the ring, and here's a cover attempt. That's only a 1 count. Drop kick. Controlling the tempo, am I right? And there's that. It's a lot of flash, and it doesn't really ever just feel like anything happened. I really don't feel like a Hurricane Rana is part of amateur wrestling, you know? I really don't feel like a lot of Sin Cara's style is very amateur wrestling. Over the ropes, and that was a move. Ugh. What a chop. Knife edge chop. Santino circling the outside of the ring as Sin Cara just kind of watched on. I feel like Santino has been kind of having a bit of an uphill struggle in this one. After making such a believer out of me, I'm starting to think that maybe he doesn't have what it takes to become a winner at long last. From behind. The back and forth between these two continues, catching the arms of one another. And now Sin Cara, here comes the army thing. It's the arm trap. It doesn't really ever do anything, but hey, it's his move. That was one of those Sin Cara things I've seen in a while. Snapmare takedown. Back and forth. Tensions really building in this matchup between these two. Sin Cara, what are you doing? That's his... Oh! Okay, that was a different move there. Goes for the cover. That's it! Oh! That's it. A moonsault onto Santino's back. And Sin Cara's losing streak is over. Maybe he'll have more success than Santino did with his ended losing streak. And Santino now begins a new one at 0-2. Congrats to Sin Cara on this victory. I guess it was well earned. But we must move on now, as up next Antonio Cesaro puts his ECW Television Championship on the line against Primo.
The following contest is for the ECW World Television Championship. Making his way to the ring from Switzerland, weighing 242 pounds, he is the ECW World Television Champion, Antonio Cesaro.
Well, Big Antonio here has been one hell of a champion thus far. But tonight we find out if perhaps that championship reign will come to an end at the hands of a living legend amongst this universe. I'm talking about Primo.
Approaching the ring from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing 218 pounds, Primo.
Widely celebrated here for his incredible skills, Primo makes his way to the ring here tonight to try and become ECW Television Champion. We'll see if he can defeat Antonio Cesaro. He's definitely had a great career thus far in ECW, including being ECW Tag Team Champion with Epico. I can't say I'm too surprised that their reign came to an end at the hands of Ken Shamrock and Big Show, but I do hope that another tag team title reign is in the future for these guys. Of course, tonight, Primo going solo, which could also prove to be effective. ECW Television Championship held high above the ring as these two get ready to go to war for that title. And here we go. Primo laying into Antonio Cesaro. There's a very, very strong size difference between these two individuals right from the get-go. But there is also a speed advantage to Primo. Oh, that did not work out. There's a yawn. That's my special move, the yawn. Still to come following this, that ECW Championship Last Man Standing match. That is a crazy high-stakes matchup we got coming on next. It's going to be John Bradshaw Layfield, the unofficial ECW Heavyweight Champion, going one-on-one with the ECW General Manager, who will be bringing back his Cactus Jack persona for one hell of a Last Man Standing match as our main event tonight. And it could be the last time we see the man behind those personas, Mick Foley, as the General Manager of ECW, or he could take back the ECW Championship, which, as I said before, I'm really curious if he'll be handing that back to Stone Cold Steve Austin or not. Cesaro with a leg sweep there. I've got to say, Antonio Cesaro has been off to a real great start in his career here in ECW. I feel like ever since he arrived on the scenes, he's been a very impressive individual. And I think that that will only continue to succeed no matter where he goes in the future. I feel like, you know, once the draft rolls around, I don't think ECW is necessarily the only place for this guy, is what I'm saying. You know, sometimes some people, they'll go to another brand and they'll find themselves. I feel like Antonio Cesaro has already found himself. I feel like you're very much dealing with a akin to that of, say, Damian Sandow over on SmackDown. I feel like you've got someone who is just, they're gonna make it and they're gonna be an important player for a long time to come.
Oh, back to the head, back to the temple. That's not good.
Oh boy, Antonio Cesaro wasting no time. We're only a couple minutes deep into this match, and there's the neutralizer on Primo. Here's the cover by Cesaro. 1, 2, 3, and Antonio Cesaro has done it. Antonio Cesaro, still television champion. And a hell of a player. All the ladies love Antonio Cesaro. Yeah. Oh, for the second time tonight, here he comes. He has promised no interference from the tag champions. As long as Cactus Jack can respect that. Well, some people say he is the true ECW Worldwide Champion. Others say he is the unofficial ECW Worldwide Champion. Either way, Austin did say he had an open challenge at hand. And this man did, in fact, beat him for it. It's just there was a 3-on-1 assault before that match began. I think we know who took out Dolph Ziggler last week as well. Well, Cactus Jack is known as a more sadistic type of personality to that of Mankind. Both a little bit deranged, to say the least. Both a little vicious. But it has been said that Cactus Jack doesn't know when to stop. Cactus Jack doesn't know when to quit. Some people believe that if Mick Foley had channeled his inner Cactus Jack over his inner Mankind, he maybe would have stood a better chance in his issues with Mark Henry. Well, we'll see if Cactus Jack is enough to beat JBL. JBL literally requested the most vicious side of Mick Foley possible. He wants the pleasure of absolutely annihilating this man in the most brutal way to take his brand away from him. That is the first time JBL has let go of that title since he unofficially won it. And here we go. And right away, JBL, very quick there on the attack. There is no time limit, no count out, no pinfalls, no submissions, nothing. Anything goes in this match. Cactus Jack will have to be incapacitated for JBL to get that win. And the same vice versa. JBL will have to somehow be knocked out by Cactus Jack. Oh. And he promised that he is a very violent man, that you're about to see a side of Bradshaw you didn't know existed. He might come off as this, you know, this very typical businessman, this arrogant entrepreneur that you see, but let it be known that behind all of that is a very, very strong and quite aggressive man. Sorry. It doesn't take much to blow out my voice these days. 10 matches will do that. I don't normally do this many in one sitting. I had the time and I just wanted to do it. And then I didn't have the time, but I was already halfway through it. That rhymed. Right now, Cactus Jack is getting manhandled by JBL. That is the man that walked into WrestleMania and walked out the ECW champion. Back when JBL wasn't even a guy on the roster. Why did my yawn just taste of smoke? I don't smoke. No one in this house smokes. You're not actually allowed to smoke in the block of building block we live in. Why do I taste smoke? And he whips him into that corner. Continues that violent attack on Cactus Jack. Just full of rhyming today. Sorry. Inappropriate timing, I'm sure. Big DDT drops down JBL, and Cactus Jack now finds himself in control of JBL for a moment here. To say there's kind of almost an innocent side to Mankind. Cactus Jack is just pure sadism. There's nothing but venom in this man.
Cactus Jack from behind. Nice dodge there.
JBL very much doesn't want to keep this in the ring. He wants that street fight-like style of match. He wants weapons. He wants brutality. And he wants to keep missing with it too. Into the steel barricade there, and ooh. Says a lot about a man to be able to use their head as a weapon like that. And JBL with one vicious chair shot. The referee is now going to begin his count, as JBL thinks he's got Cactus Jack down from a single chair shot. And he absolutely doesn't. But there's a neck breaker on the chair for his troubles. JBL just kind of watching over with anticipation in the hopes that Cactus Jack is out. JBL says he's old, he's beaten, he's broken. And unfortunately, I think we're seeing that. What is this? Is he done? Well, JBL picking him up, he decided that he wasn't done yet. Uh-oh. Oh my god! This guy needs to pick up the pace. What's he doing? I mean, his general manager position is at stake here. He could lose the rights to ECW if JBL wins, and... oh no. Championship in hand. As he strikes Cactus Jack with, oh, with the very title that this is all about. And that's what it's all about. It's about the honor of that championship in the hands of Bradshaw. JBL, sorry. And as he gets to his gets to his feet, as he gets to his hands. Look at this. Oh. Just throwing down the ECW title like it's nothing. And he knew he was getting up. And an elbow from Cactus Jack as he's finding himself back in this one. This is serious trouble for Mick Foley. He is not at 100% and it is showing. I don't know what's going on with him. At this point in time, I'm not concerned about Cactus Jack. I'm concerned about the man. I'm concerned about Mick Foley. And oh, come on, JBL. What are you doing now? Oh! That is where there is absolutely no padding. And Cactus Jack laying. He is hot. And JBL just continues to disrespect this living legend, Mick Foley. Once again, gonna whip him off that turnbuckle. Giving himself a bit of breathing room here as he tears apart the ECW announce desk. You can only imagine what is going through the mind of JBL, what he's got in mind there. Oh, jawbreaker there by Cactus Jack as he finds himself back in this somehow. Somehow, some way, this guy has actually found some fight in him. JBL, wow, he did not take too kindly to Cactus Jack fighting back. What is this? JBL gonna knock him there. Cactus Jack, uh-oh. Off the second rope. Now what? Cactus Jack is begging him for more. You gotta think how deranged a man must be to be in the condition that Cactus Jack is in and just kind of indicate that he wants more. This is pure punishment. He is... I don't know how he's gonna come out of this one a winner. JBL having a change of mind unless maybe he did get what he intended to get. I don't really know what he was out there doing. And Cactus Jack with a reversal. He's back in this. Oh, right in the open wound. Good God. JBL. Uh-oh. Not again. Not again. Oh, okay. Well, he completely missed. I love this game. It's so shit. Oh. At least, like... Cactus Jack is just getting tenderized by JBL. This isn't even a fight anymore. This is just over when he decides it's over. Plain and simple. JBL with a table in position. I think he's going to miss it, but you know. No, he got him. I am the table. Oh. What the hell is... Why do we have a guitar under the ring? Why on earth was that... Oh my God. I feel like JBL's only downfall here is the fact that he's not stopping. He's not letting him get countered. Another powerbomb flat down onto the mat. I don't know how many more of those he can take. JBL has victimized Mick Foley. Cactus Jack, I do apologize. He's got that championship in hand. I think he's either ready to celebrate a victory or he's ready to strike. Whatever comes first. And thankfully this one's over, but unfortunately JBL doesn't only remain in possession of the ECW Championship, he's now in possession of ECW as a whole. Well, this is definitely not the way I think a lot of people wanted to see this one play out. Cactus Jack got demolished from starting bell to closing bell. JBL showing just how vicious he is, and he is now in possession of ECW. This is now not just his brand as the champion, this is his brand. Oh my God, that is the biggest mouth I've ever seen. He is now in possession of ECW, and I feel like some very dark days are in the future for ECW. How is he? Is his jaw dislocated? I wish ECW the best.